So in the brand new update, Tycoon just added another UAV, which is going to be the S-70 Okhotnik, and right before we even start, I'm gonna say it, this thing is not very good. But that's okay, because it is a UAV, so you don't want the UAVs to be that great. But anyways, in this video guys, I will be damage testing this vehicle to see how good it actually is, but I will also be going over its meta usages, which is where it starts to become a problem where this vehicle is dragged down. Its base stats are not terrible, the problem is the meta. So anyways, firstly jumping into this thing's damage against planes, since it has only 2 multi-role missiles, and I gotta say, their damage on its own is actually pretty decent. You're gonna be able to do around 58% of damage against the F-35B, which is honestly really good. But now if we move into its damage against the Superhind, it's also gonna be pretty similar. You're almost gonna be able to two-shot it. However, where the problems actually start to come in is that flares exist, you know, so a very powerful missile in this game isn't as powerful if you cannot bait out the flares of the opponent first, and this vehicle simply doesn't have the capabilities to do that. So you're always gonna be hit with a harsh no whenever you're firing a missile with this thing. But anyway, next up, let's actually take a look at the damage of the multi-role missiles against ground vehicles. It should be a little bit better here, right? Well, both of these missiles were only able to do 33% to the Striker Sharad. So that is not that much. Smoke also exists, so that's also annoying, so the missiles will probably not be hitting either way. Now along with this, when we take a look at its damage against the Abrams X, things start to become even worse for this vehicle, because you'll only be able to do roughly around 22% after both of the missiles, so you're essentially doing 11% per hit. That's terrible. But anyways, let's actually take a look at this thing's bomb, and this is where it's supposed to be good on paper, right? It's gonna be able to do around 27% to an Abrams X. So on average, you're probably gonna be doing around 30 to 33% to most tanks when it comes to the damage, which is decent on the surface level if you can combine the missiles, but then once again, the missiles will be intercepted by the APS, and the bomb can be destroyed by the smoke, so this doesn't really matter. Of course, you could free fire the bomb if you really need to, but bombs which are even shot precisely are not going to be able to do as much damage if they're not locked because of how the guided system works. But anyway, also taking a look at its damage against the Striker Sharad, which is a lot better, it's going to be able to do around 41% after a hit, which is definitely gonna be okay. I think this vehicle is gonna be performing the best against targets which are specifically not seeing you coming, or if their flares are gone, or if their smoke is gone. You can do decent damage against ground vehicles. But that aside, to be honest, is not very great. Let's take a look at the stealth and the reload speeds of this vehicle. So firstly, the stealth will be able to last for around 15 seconds while having a reload speed of 28. Now along with this, the bombs and the missiles also have a reload speed of 28 seconds. So that's really just average stats when it comes to reload, if not slightly above average. But realistically, once again, is this gonna matter that much? Is 28 seconds not enough to just kill you when you have nothing to attack the opponent with? I don't think so. So in conclusion guys, I don't think this vehicle is really that good, unfortunately, or fortunately for the people that do hate the UAVs. I'm kind of fine with this. I don't have an issue with this thing being bad, because not everything in the game has to be good. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Do let me know in the comment section down below what you think about this brand new vehicle, and I'll see you all in the next one.